Oh, I got him my side, 9 o'clock low. I got him, he's in the wash. He's in the wash right under us. I got it on camera. He's in that. No, it won't. Just keep it coming around. Simon Des from Bravo, we're on station. Put it on your side, keep it coming around. Copy, Jamie, thank you. There's CHP over the bridge. You got it, Chris? A second quad joining him here. This guy was, the one in the yellow is the one they were pursuing. If you get a chance to talk to that airship, let me know. Hey, Jack, you're breaking on the first thing you're saying. Say again. We have, we're in Bravo primary, but no map and no low light camera. And Jack and Jamie, are we streaming? Okay, excellent, thank you. Oh, shoot. Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on NBCLA. This is Gil Davis in News Chopper 4 Bravo, along with my pilot, Chris Sanders. We are over the strangest pursuit right now in San Bernardino. We're looking at the 10 freeway in San Bernardino at a wash here. There's a pursuit that's been going on for about 45 minutes now. It started with a motorcycle and a quad runner. We are now over the quad runner who just pulled underneath the freeway here. So we're waiting for that person to move. You see the airship going through our picture. That is the San Bernardino Sheriff's helicopter that is following the pursuit here. Here comes one, here comes the second one. So we're watching the one that's yellow. That's the one that the CHP has been chasing here. But the one in white there on the left-hand side just joined the driver of the yellow quad, and they're both now southbound in this wash away from the freeway. That would be the 10 freeway. The California Highway Patrol has been setting up units on the 215 freeway overhead as the quad runner would go underneath in the wash. So it's a difficult pursuit for any units to get behind right now because they are in this wash. Let me come out and show you how wide it is in this point, or at this part of the wash. Cement walls on both sides. So it's just the airship right now tracking the quad and trying to get units into position ahead to stop the driver here. But so far, this driver's in the clear and joined by what looks like a fellow quad rider here that's riding along side of him. But again, this pursuit started with a motorcycle and the quad runner that the CHP was trying to get stopped, but they have not had success. They've been going into the Lytle Creek wash for a while. Here's a couple more that they're joining in with. So these people here have really nothing to do with the pursuit, but the one in the yellow, that's the one that the CHP has their eyes on. Listening into the strategy that the California Highway Patrol is trying to set up with the sheriff's helicopter overhead. Coming up to the bridge at Fairway. Fairway is the bridge that they're going to come upon here. So they're going to come into the dirt portion of the wash is what we're hearing. I'm going to come out to a wide shot. And you'll see as they progress here under the freeway, that's the dirt portion. It looks like the cement portion ends there. What the strategy for the ground units is going to be a little difficult to figure out here, is because they're off-roading basically here through the wash. There's the airship once again. Here comes the railroad overcrossing. And they'll be crossing under Mount Vernon. More people on quads there, and they're going to kind of stop there in the middle of the dirt. Let me come out wide and see if we see any units in this area. It looks like it's a ways from any paved road, so that's where we're at right now. But again, a very strange pursuit here. Started with motorcycle and the quad. They focused their attention on the yellow quad there in the center of the screen. So now it's kind of a stalemate. The rider here just stopping with his companion there, trying to figure out their next move. But in the meantime, the CHP units on the ground are trying to get into position so that they can cut this rider off. Standing up on his ride there, looking around to see if there's a option. And there they go, they're on the move. Southwest through the wash from Mount Vernon. See what happens here. There's a they're going to try to put a unit down there. There comes the unit over the bridge right now. They're going to make a right-hand turn here and go down that dirt road to join up behind the quad the quads that are in the, now it's still the riverbed here, but it's all dirt. We'll keep an eye on them as we watch the unit. Well, he didn't make the turn, so maybe he'll go back. And then they're saying he's not able to access the trail there, so it might have been locked. No access for that unit to get in there. So here they go again, back through the wash. So the want for sure is failure to yield, but what more beyond that, we're not sure. We're trying to get more information on when the stop was made, when they tried to make the stop, what the status is of the motorcycle that was involved in. They're directing units to. Congress. They're trying to get units to the street called Congress and Fog, F-O-G-G. That's going to be the nearest paved road that they can get units to. And this is the direction the rider's going to right now. Again, the white quad kind of joined up with the yellow one there and has been his partner for the last 6 or 7 minutes or so. We see all kinds of pursuits here in LA and the greater LA area. And here we see a pursuit of a quad that is quite unusual inside a wash now alongside the riverbank. They're about 1 mile from La Cadena, and that will give the officers an opportunity at that point as well. So we'll see what happens as they continue southbound on this wash. Earlier on in the pursuit, they were talking about setting up a spike strip. I don't know how effective that would be, but at this point, that's out of the question, at least for now. Come out to give you a better perspective of how wide this wash is. So there you go, that's how big the wash is. Big area. They are right now west of the 215, south of the 10, and they're going to come out with the want. So the want, initial want was an attempt to overtake the riders. And that's when the failure to yield happened. So even though it's in a strange location, it is a pursuit. It is something the CHP is staying on and wants to bring to an end. Here they go up onto a bike trail here, and that's going to give the officers an opportunity at least to get a little closer maybe and possibly get a motor unit involved if they can. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Here we go, underneath the railroad, underneath the bridge. That was La Cadena. I think this bike trail is going to be the best opportunity for the California Highway Patrol to get a unit in there, whether it's a motor unit or a vehicle, a car to get in there, a unit to get behind it. There are people on this bike path that are walking and riding bikes. The rider looking over his right shoulder back a ways. They're meeting up with another vehicle here, the off-road vehicle, and they're gonna just sit there for a while. As they do that, I'm gonna come out to a wide shot and give you another perspective of how vast this area is. But the units are still trying their best to get into a position where they can try to make that stop. They're going to go off the bike path for now, at least. And it looks like they're going to get into the wash again. It's definitely a frustrating situation for the CHP to get in there. I hear the units talking about trying to get into the best position to stop this, but it is much like a cat and mouse here with the wash. They're using the wash to their advantage. That is the rider there and his companion. Again, the stop was on the yellow quad there. The white one in the lead is someone that joined him about 10 minutes ago. Once again, if you're joining us on NBC LA, this is Gil Davis in News Chopper 4 Bravo, along with my pilot, Chris Sanders. We are over a pursuit, a very strange, a different type of pursuit of a quad rider here. This yellow one, that's the one that they had their eyes on. They tried to overtake that quad at one point, and the quad driver took off on the CHP units, and that's what started this pursuit. The white quad there is someone that joined along with the rider on the yellow quad about almost 10 minutes ago now. They are in the wash. This is west of the 215 freeway and south of the 10. The next cross they're going to come upon is Riverside Avenue. When we got on the pursuit, it was along the 215 freeway, just on the east side of it, north of the 10, and the quad driver was in a cement portion of the wash. which is now turned into the dirt portion. CHP overhead in vehicles that couldn't get down into the wash, and the helicopter still tracking overhead. So that's basically, we're in the same situation here. The quad rider there just using that wash to their advantage, knowing that the CHP's having a difficult time getting down there. They see the helicopter overhead. They now see us covering them, but still the pursuit is still on, according to the CHP. They're traveling at about 15 miles an hour. So for perspective, we're south of Bloomington. We're southwest of Grand Terrace, moving into Riverside. It's going to turn into some heavy vegetation and water in this wash coming up for these riders, so we'll see what their options will be. Okay. News Chopper 4 Bravo, we are the only news helicopter currently over this pursuit that started probably about 45 to an hour ago. We've been on it for at least 10 minutes, if not longer, watching the rider here go down the wash. Here's the water, here's the heavier brush. This wash will continue all the way past, well, they're heading towards the 60 freeway right now. So they're southbound from the 10 freeway in the wash, heading towards the 60 freeway. In fact, they're closer now to the 60 freeway than they are to the 10. So they're going away from the 10 freeway. Basically in the Riverside area. That's Riverside Avenue they're crossing under. They have some water ahead of them, so we'll see if there's an option. Let's get on the other side, Chris, because they might try to come down that dirt. There's the nose of the two quads. They have water ahead of them. It looks like it could be deeper than what they can handle. Coming in tighter to see the one rider from the yellow quad is off right now. Just they're tucked underneath Riverside Avenue here. Let's see what happens. If they're going to try the water, if they're going to try another way, and they're going to do the water. Is it too deep? Nope. And they made it through. And a vehicle's joining them. Well, just when you thought you've seen it all, now we see a pursuit in a wash all the way from San Bernardino now into the Riverside area, coming up to the 60 freeway shortly. They're asking now, they're going to be asking if the Riverside sheriffs will take over this pursuit. Let's do an orbit around them. The sun's right in my eyes there. And now they've moved into an area where there's more water ahead of them and a lot of brush. They're going to turn around. It looks like it's too much water to handle. Well, is he stuck? The rider got himself stuck there. He looks a little panicked. Muscling the quad over a little bit. Let's see if he's able to get it going. Wow. Oh, he got it going. Hard on the gas. Here we go. Northbound now. They may have gone as far as they could. Yes, yes, Jack. Okay. Gotcha. Or is that what you're hearing? We're hearing from the California Highway Patrol helicopter overhead that they're calling out to the rider here. They're making call outs over their PA system from the helicopter to pull over and surrender. And their driver is not willing to do that. Maybe that's why he was so panicked there. He couldn't get the quad unstuck there for a little bit, but now he's northbound in the wash. Heading back towards San Bernardino, so we'll see if they were asking Riverside sheriffs to assist, but now that it's back northbound, they may stay on it and continue with trying to bring this to an end. Here comes that water, and the rider is going to go a slightly different path. And maybe stopping under Riverside Avenue once again, we'll see. Do you have eyes on the white one, Chris? Hey, Chris, do you have the one, the white one? Do you have the white quad? We're trying to get word on what the plan is from the California Highway Patrol. And Chris, where's their... Do you have eyes on them? Let's orbit and let's try to get eyes on them. So we have eyes on the rider here underneath Riverside Ave, just kind of sitting there waiting. Okay. Got a pickup truck over there off-roading as well. And here goes the rider. He's going to go northbound away. The rider there talking to that driver of another off-road vehicle. He's got a lot of water to cross there and looks like he's gonna not choose that path. Yeah. Thank you. We're hearing now from the helicopter overhead. The white quad that was with this one, this is the one that was wanted initially. The white one peeled off and went his own way. That quad ran out of fuel south of us here in the wash, and the helicopter, the CHP helicopter, is staying over that one for the time being to try to get units down there to make an arrest on the driver of the white quad. In the meantime, the one they were initially after here, the yellow one, is northbound in the wash, heading back towards Bloomington. The original want on this was attempt to overtake. That was the California Highway Patrol attempting to catch up to the rider of this quad and a motorcycle at the time. When they tried to pull the two over, they both fled, and that's when the pursuit started. So the want is a failure to yield, an attempt to overtake the vehicles when they initially try to make the stop. So just to update, the white quad has run out of fuel, and the CHP is staying over them for the time being, or over the white one, I should say. They're trying to get units in to make an arrest on the white one. The yellow one here is the original rider that they tried to stop and fled from the California Highway Patrol. He might feel that he's in the clear right now, heading back north away from his partner that is now out of gas and stalled. Well, we're hearing now from the helicopter that the white quad is back on the move again, so we don't know if he's going to be coming north to join his friend here, or if that white quad is going to go his own direction. Gotcha. So apparently it wasn't out of gas. It must have stalled. In the meantime, the yellow quad here is continuing northbound in the wash. From what I'm being told, this is part of the Santa Ana River wash area. They were in the Lytle Creek portion of the wash when they were further north past the 110 when we first got on scene. So this Lytle Creek dumped into the Santa Ana River, and that's where this driver or rider is right now. Okay. I did. Well, believe it or not, the quad runners, the drivers here, the riders, may actually win this because the helicopter that's over the white one is short on fuel, and it looks like they might be pulling off altogether on this pursuit. So we'll give it another minute or two here. With this yellow one, the initial one that they were after, there might have been some confusion when the sheriff's helicopter peeled off for fuel for their own, and the California Highway Patrol came over to take over. They started following the white one, which the white one just joined in with this rider during the pursuit, and now they're chasing that one down south of us here along the Santa Ana riverbed. So it looks like the one here that we're following, the initial one, might be, this might be his lucky day, because the CHP is about to give up on this because, number one, they couldn't get any units into the wash, but also because of fuel for the helicopters, they're going to have to pull off altogether. Okay. Copy that. And now we're getting official word from the CHP helicopter that they are short on fuel and they're going to pull off this altogether. The law enforcement CHP units were unable to get into the wash, and they're going to let this one go. So the one that got away on the quad, two quads now that both lucked out today, and they are going to ride to see another day. We're going to end our coverage on this quite different pursuit here in the Bloomington area. This is Gil Levis in News Chopper 4 signing off. Thanks again for joining us.
heart-stopping car chases happening across Southern California, subscribe here. Thanks for watching. The chase is on.